two variable function fxy is equal to 5 minus 4 sine x plus y square, where the domain for x is open interval 0 to 2 pi and domain for r is all real line, means complete real line. The set of critical points of x y consists of a point of maximum and a point of a local minimum, a point of local maximum and a saddle point, a point of local maximum, local minimum and a saddle point, a point of local minimum and a saddle point. So first understood what is the meaning of critical point. So critical point is a point where gradient of the function gradient of the function is either 0 or doesn't exist doesn't exist. And stationary point is a point where gradient of the function is 0. It means that partial f with respect to x and partial f with respect to y is equal to both are 0. And in this case, partial f with respect to x and partial f with respect to y both are 0, or one one or both doesn't exist. So we will find those points where partial derivative of the function either exist, either 0 or not exist. So this is the meaning of critical point, and I try to relate stationary point. All stationary point are critical point. It, stationary points are critical points, but all critical points are not stationary point, because of in critical points one extra condition where one or both partial derivative doesn't exist. This makes sense. All critical points are not stationary point. So we will find partial derivative of given function, as given function f of xy is given by 5 minus 4 sine x plus y square, and domain of x is coming from 0 to 2 pi, this is open interval, and y is coming from entire real line. So fx will be minus 4 cos x, fxx will be plus 4 sine x, fy will be 2y, and fyy will be 2. Similarly, fxy will be 0. So required partial derivative we have calculated. Now we will check sign of fxx fyy minus fxy square is, if it is equal to 0, then no conclusion, means we need to investigate further. If this is less than 0, then point is saddle point, where the condition of this is 0, then the point is saddle point. If greater than 0, then point of extrema. I am saying point of extrema, not saying local maxima or minima. So this will be the point of extrema, but if one of them, either fxx or fyy, if less than 0, then maxima, point of maxima. If greater than 0, then point of minima. So we have to check nature of the point at we have to check nature of this fx x fyy minus f square xy at the said critical point. So try to find critical point. First, fxx or fyy exist everywhere, so there is no condition where partial derivative doesn't exist. Now second condition is where partial derivative is equal to 0. So if fx equal to 0, then we have minus 4 cos x equal to 0. This implies that cos x equal to 0. So x equal to either 0, pi by 2, 3 pi by 2. But 0 will not include here because of x is coming from 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi. So we have value of x only these two, pi by 2 comma 3 pi by 2. And by the condition fy equal to 0, we are getting 2y equal to 0 means y is 0. So critical point or set of critical point, this is the set of critical point will be pi by 2 comma 0, y coordinate always 0, and 3 pi by 2 comma 0. So this is the critical point. So we will check nature of fxx fyy minus f is square xy at this critical point. So this is the table critical points fxx fyy minus f square xy. This is fxx or fyy, and this is nature. What will be the nature of critical point? So first critical point is pi by 2 comma 0, and second point is 3 pi by 2 comma 0. As we already calculated or not, I'm checking. So not calculated. So we check fxx fyy minus f square xy. So put all these what we have after getting fxx value of fxx is 4 sine x, and fyy is 2 minus f square xy is 0. So this is 8 sine x. So check at the point at pi by 2 comma 0. So at pi by 2 comma 0, because of sine graph, this is sine function graph. So pi by 2, this is pi by 2 means pi by 2 up to pi. If x is coming in this range, then sine is positive. So pi by 2 is coming inside, or if I can take right closed. So at pi by 2 comma 0, because y coordinate is 0, so this is positive. And fxx or fyy is 2, also sin x is also positive. So this is point of minima. So this is positive, and this is in also positive, and nature is min or local minima. Now check at 3 pi by 2 comma 0, as value of this is 8 sine x, and at the point 3 pi by 2 comma 0, because of sine function at 3 pi by 2 or after it, this is negative. So nature is saddle point. So no need to check fxx or fyy sign, because of we are getting this is a negative, and there is no need to check sign of this, and it will be the saddle point. So we have two critical point, one is point of minima and other is saddle. So First option is saying local maximum. So option this discard. Local maximum, again this option discard. Option C, local maxima, minima and saddle point. So option C also discard because of local maxima. We have only two, nature, minimum and saddle. So option D is true. A point of local minimum and a saddle point. So one point is point of local min, and this point, as you can see on my screen, we have only two critical points. One of them is a minima and the other one is a saddle point. So pi by 2 comma 0 is minima, and 3 pi by 2 comma 0 is saddle point. So option D is correct.